some of Long Island's bays are in serious trouble. For the 6th consecutive year, brown tide is back.
Scientists say Long Island waters are seeing one of the most intense brown tide algae blooms in years.
One of the things that has faced Shinnecock Bay is a form of pollution that actually has to do with too many nutrients getting into the water because of failed septic systems. Nitrogen, phosphorus, those are things that help things grow. Unfortunately, they help harmful things grow, including harmful algal blooms.
Harmful algal blooms are a serious threat. Some of them make toxins that are literally toxic to humans. And in other cases, they can be toxic to marine life and lead to the die-off of shellfish and fish.
The bay was in big trouble. The blooms were getting longer in duration. They were having more and more of an impact. Something had to be done.
When we started the Shinnecock Bay Restoration Program, our goal was increase the filtration of the bay. Our primary approach there was clams, and that's because there were already some clams out there, so it wasn't starting from zero.
We created what we call hard clam sanctuaries. The idea was that those clams would filter the water, reduce the nutrient load, and restore the water quality in the bay.
Our primary approach there was clams, but actually oysters filter more water per individual. So we've been building something called oyster reefs. They like to aggregate together, and we've been getting the reefs to reproduce, and as they reproduce, they help repopulate the bay.
Within about 5 years, it was obvious that the water was improving, and we started to see the brown tides becoming shorter and shorter. And then, one year, no brown tide. And the next year, we haven't seen a brown tide in many, many years.
The water's a lot clearer, and that clearer water has facilitated the growth of seagrass beds. We've seen an expansion of almost 1 million square meters of seagrass since we began, and that's a critical habitat. That's a habitat for juvenile fish, juvenile shellfish, and that's helping to rebuild our fisheries as well.
The Shinnecock Bay was recognized as a global hope spot by Mission Blue, an organization that protects oceans internationally.
For us, the designation of Shinnecock Bay as a hope spot has had major impacts. There are only about 150 hope spots globally. So for Shinnecock Bay to be included among such iconic places as the Galapagos Islands, the Ross Sea in Antarctica, it's just incredible.
We're rebuilding our coastal estuaries, but we're doing it with science, and we're publishing it. And so not only are we having this local impact, we're getting contacted by people from across the globe.
I thought we'd make a dent in the problem, but I just didn't really expect that we would fix it. This is an example that if you work hard, if you're focused on the science, and if you're persistent, we can make a difference. It's not too late. We can change things.